conversations meet good coffee. Every Tuesday night, Bayou and the mayor go live to talk grooming, mental health, coffee, culture, gadgets and toys, and the gear that actually matters. No fluff, no filters, just real talk. This is the show that keeps it raw, real, bold, and unapologetic. So grab your mug and get ready to growl.
Growl, growl, growl to you too, everybody. And comment ça va, mes amis? How we doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
All
Hey,
right.
Michael.
Nice. Yes, we have Mr. Michael Romy, our most favorite homie. And yep. I'm adjusting everything as we go. We may or may not be live on multiple platforms. I don't know this for fact, but hey, it's not for lack of trying.
You know what? I'm starting to wonder as we get into this show, like the last few we've done, you've had conveniently not been able to hear me until right beforehand. Is that because you don't want to talk to me anymore? Is that what's going on? Like it's in the last 2 weeks. All of a sudden it works right before the show. We can talk, but not until then. Is that intentional or what?
I don't have my earphones in.
Okay, that's all it is, right? It's not personal.
That is correct. It's nothing personal. If it was personal, you just wouldn't be on here.
I could be a little sensitive sometimes.
No, it's nothing personal at all. Man, this is the crazy thing. I don't understand. Some of these platforms that we are streaming on that was not supposed to be happening. I don't know if you heard that or not. I heard it.
I just heard you say it's not supposed to be happening, but I didn't hear anything before that.
Okay. Yeah, I heard something playing in my ear, but yeah, my attempt to stream across multiple platforms is not always working. Well, actually, I don't know if it's working or not because.
Do you think that they want us to commit? They don't want you to do that. They want you to commit to one, and we don't want to do that, do we? We're gonna try next week. We're gonna try to use my Instagram and go live too through that, right?
That is correct.
But
yeah,
you don't listen to the rules, and you are circumventing the system and going live on 4 planets as we speak.
And 2 separate realities as we speak.
Only 2. Oh, we cut it back.
Yeah, well, I did cut it back because I just was 5 was too many, and you know how our alien overlords can get kind of funny about that. So yeah,
no sense of humor.
No, they don't. They don't. And we have Mr. Kevin Pitts eating dinner with my daughter. I'll catch you guys on the replay. Starting looking for a box on Saturday.
All right.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Thank you, by the way. First of all, I can't wait to try that stuff out, man. One of the things I do miss was of the beard oil world was just getting to try people's new things out and having that experience where you might have a little bit different take on a product. I enjoyed that aspect of the beard world.
Yep. And I'm using up the last of my resources. Well, some of the last of my resources. I have gotten renewed replenishments from certain individuals, both friends and family. Well, my friends are my family, so that's how I consider it. But
what is what's your favorite beard oil? Like, what are your favorites? We never really had this conversation.
Well, actually, I have mentioned my favorite brands that I have tried.
Oh,
now there are brands that I haven't tried, so I don't know if there can be my favorites or not. One of the brands is a company that is currently not open for business any longer. American Classic, and other one, of course, is Wood Pit Candles with our good friend Kevin. Let's see what else. Those are two of the ones that I'm. Well, I'm not using American Classic at all because I ran out of all of that. So for the most part, I'm pretty much using strictly Wood Pit. I have a little bit that I'm shaking out the bottom of the bottle of Royal Beardsman. I like Royal Beardsman's
Tobacco.
beard butter too.
Oh,
And
yeah, they have some good stuff. That's a great company. They're all
now,
great companies, really. I mean, they're all trying their best. For goodness
now
sake.
Dagan sent me some had sent me some beard butters, and I'd never tried Bahawat. I really like Bahawat's beard butter.
Have you like it's that black seed oil, right? As in the oil is a little unique. They have a different carry. Yeah, I like it. I always like their stuff too. I only had a couple bottles, but
Yeah, I've only tried their butter, but I really like their beard butter, and I've also tried Johnny Ray's beard butter, pretty good too, and Texas tea from Ferocious. Okay, I know Ferocious doesn't have that carry that scent right now since he started back up again, but the Texas tea, dude, it smells like freaking Long Island iced tea. I like it. I like it. My beard likes it. And that's pretty much about it that I'm using in the rotation. Now, there's a few beard oils that I have tried, a few companies that I've tried that don't, I'm not going to say they don't work for me. They just don't work as well for my beard. You know, I've got this gray beard that is wiry, stringy, straggly, feels like a Brillo pad if I don't put anything in it. You know, that's that. Oh, hold on. I saw somebody just pop on in, and I have to say hello. You know, she's the only one who has.
Howdy, partner.
Evening, Miss Ellie. How you doing tonight? Yeah, I've tried a lot of different companies, and like I say, some have worked great, some only so. And there's a lot behind me. There's one company that did pretty good, but I'm not going to mention their name because, you know, I'm just not saying their name. I'll tell you offline about them.
okay.
But yeah, but those are those are my main right now. Now, if I had the money, I'd be trying anybody and well, not anybody and everybody, but I still would like to get my hands on some Alley Cat. I don't know if G and Johnny, if G changed the formulas or not from the original Alley Cat. I never had the original Alley Cat, but from what I've heard, he had some really slamming products, some really great butter. I've been told, and I don't know if it's the same or if they've modified it or whatnot. So I'd like to find out soon.
Do you think we like the beard oils? It's like starting your day a little differently. Like you can pick a beard oil and it's like setting a tone. It's like cause scent is a little bit powerful, right? But why do we like such a variety? It's fun to talk about, but it's more than that, I think. Like if you're having a bad day, you're not gonna go with a fun scent, you know. It's true, right? It sets a tone.
Well, I don't know if but when I put beard oil in it, I haven't decided if it's a good day or a bad day yet. Oh, and I can't forget, obviously, another one that I like
That's fair.
is Copper John's.
Very much. Yes.
Yes. Love his deodorant, Tyson. If you're watching, dude, we need deodorant, please. His deodorant has been out of stock for some time. There have been supply chain problems, I guess would be the best way to describe it.
Well, I really, so he was a great supporter of my show I did on Dan's channel, and he, their products, their soaps, their lotions are so good, but they're not the bread and butter of the company. It's the oils that make it and break it. So if they're gonna have inventory loss, it's gonna be on the things that are the nice to haves, but not the necessarily the money makers. I
Yeah.
think. Couldn't be
Well,
nicer.
the deodorant, I'm signed up for a subscription to get it if ever it comes back in stock, and I'm planning on it. I've been talking about this for months and months now. Eventually, I get around to it. I'm going to make a video discussing my foray into natural deodorant.
What did you like
And
about his? Because I used his.
his work. That's what I like. That I didn't stink when I wore his. That's the big deal, because I've tried others, and after a set period of time, which in many cases was not a very long period of time, I smelled bad. I had a BO problem, and I've never had a problem with BO, but I did. There's only been like two natural deodorants that have worked for me, and one of them is his.
Do you normally do antiperspirant?
I don't anymore since I started doing the natural thing, aluminum free, and antiperspirant has aluminum in it. Not, I'm a Gen Xer, dude. We drank water from the hose. We rode in the back of pickup trucks. We rode in the back seat, standing on the seat without a seat belt, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm not. I'm trying to sound like I'm all health conscious and all that, even though it's a crock, because I'm not. But now there is one product that I utilized. I still use it from time to time. It's gotten so freaking expensive that, and that would be the what you call it. Oh shucks, I can't think of what men's care. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say the brand name, but they have the men's care, and I just discovered it when my wife and I got our first grocery pickup order from the big box store. Small cart. There was a goodie bag for our very first order.
Oh,
They
wow,
gave us a
cool.
goodie bag, and it wasn't a sample, dude. It was the full size deodorant. Back then, man, it was like $5.
Right.
So yeah, I was like, great, man. This stuff smells good and it works great. And then the price kept going up and up and up. And now it's anywhere from $9 to $12 a can. And that's it gets a little expensive over time, especially when you're living on a budget, on a very fixed income like we are. And I choose not to afford it anymore. I'm not saying that I can't afford it. I choose not to afford it because everything else is also so expensive, and especially this year, we've faced some serious financial challenges this year, thanks to not just increasing prices, but the increases in insurance rates, Medicare rates, and the loss of some extra help that my wife used to get. And because of that, the loss of her benefits like that, I'm making, this is with my cost of living adjustment, both of our cost of living adjustment raises we got on disability, I'm making about $8 less per month. And since my wife lost her extra help, she's making about between $300 and $400 less per month.
And everything's more. Everything is more.
Oh yeah,
You're
much
getting
more.
less, and it's more. So what do you cut? When you're in just out of curiosity, I went from being the guy that paid all the bills in a family where it was you couldn't talk about money. We weren't allowed to mention money because you weren't allowed to say like you were hurting. And that's that's how I was squeezed in. I was squeezed in because I could I there were times where I had an emergency credit card, and that was the only way we got gas home from vacation. And we're putting up like we're these like amazing people like traveling down to Florida, flying, and all I could do was carry my family barely and get them back on that one Capital One card that I had because nobody knew about it because no one else had it and could run it up, right?
Yeah,
That was the bottom, and and I was supposedly people looked at us like we were great. I was dying
yeah.
financially, and for people, you're on the other side of things, right? And you're trying to just enjoy what you've earned, right? And have stability.
Aha.
I don't know. I went
No,
off a little tangent there. I just remember
no, actually, you didn't.
it was a helpless feeling, and I'm sure you feel helpless too sometimes with how they
Oh,
change things.
it sucks. Because yeah, and see what really is crappy about it is all of my credit cards are maxed out now, and yeah, unfortunately, can't go any further. I've reached a point where I can't pay the credit card bills, can't make my minimum payments and whatnot. And yeah, it's just, a whole lot of not fun situation. So that's why I'm streaming across 3 different platforms because I am trying my best to supplement our income. And, it's not, well, it's just getting started right now.
Right.
I'm one of the apps that I'm streaming across right now. I'm finally able to see and look at the comments, and doesn't look like anybody else is watching us on that one, but it's okay. Somebody might, you never know. But yeah, I'm trying to supplement income, and I'm also going to be looking at doing some other things because there are some things that I was looking at doing a few years back, and one of them was getting certified, qualified, whatever you want to call it, to get my commercial drone pilot license, and that is a marketable skill for various industries. And hello,
I could
Moonbeam.
That would be so tempting to mess with people. I'm sorry. See, that's why you would be the professional, and that would never be a line of business that I could be in because I would be like dropping little grapes and stuff on people from the grocery order.
Well, no, the professional drone pilot's license, that actually is for the line of work that I was looking to do that with was actually for inspection, for power line inspection work. And you don't even have to be operating the drone. You can have, if you have a technician who knows how to inspect those wires overhead and whatnot, and knows how to operate the drone, well, whether he knows how to operate or not, the person actually operating the drone doesn't have to have a license if he's within line of sight of a licensed pilot. And operating a drone, you got the guy who knows what to look for, or whatever. Okay, zoom in a little bit more, boom, boom. And that's yeah, Michael.
Yeah, I know.
It's true, but that's personal drones. You don't do that with commercial drones, and commercial drones are they fly a lot higher and go a lot farther. I think you have a 400-foot ceiling altitude. That's the top of your flight deck. You can go. I think that's what it was. I don't remember exactly, simply because I have not been in it and I haven't been studying. I haven't done anything, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, and the test. It's all it is. It's a written test. There is no actual driving test or flying test or anything. You take a written test. Oh, it's a whole lot of, I think, like 150 questions, maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah, and you have to schedule it, and of course it costs money to apply for it, but there's a lot of tools online to study for it, and the FAA has materials online that you can utilize to study for it, and so on and so forth. So it's not difficult to do if you have a little bit of book smarts. Not a whole lot, but a little bit.
I think
And
that's a unique, cool idea. Oh, great. And a really neat idea. Next, can be maybe a next level job too, but kind of waste your personality would be wasted as a drone. We wouldn't want that. You'd have to have it be able to talk for you and stuff, and
well,
spice it up.
the drone would be by day and the Weekly Growl by night.
Okay, okay. You gotta have balance. That's good. Have you seen
Yeah,
any of the footage of the drones that are coming into the buildings over like in our and like it's just wild, isn't it? Like how they're weaponized.
I haven't been keeping up too much with the news because of I don't I try to stay away from things that will get me upset, depressed, whatever things that will have an impact on my mental health. So
Fair
I
enough.
haven't kept up with that stuff, and I try not to talk about it too much on live streams because different platforms have different rules, and I don't know enough of the rules to know if I'm skirting them or violating them or whatnot. So yeah, I just kind of leave things to the side a little bit.
Now, do you do drone flying though? Have you had some experience with it?
Twice. uh I think, let me see, I'm gonna turn around here, and okay, it's not up here. Okay, I'm not sure where it is, but my wife thought this drone was like really, really cool. It's a drone manufactured by DJI, and of course, DJI is no longer allowed. Uh,
Why?
okay, I changed my mind. Memes are the best news source. Yeah.
Safest.
You find it on the internet, so it has to be true.
I do spend a lot of time on Facebook at work, and sometimes I'm like, is this real? And then what does this meme mean happened? And a lot of like backtracking. So she's not off the fact that we get a lot of our stuff like second, third, ninth hand, and then we have to come back to the source eventually.
Yeah.
If we ever do. And you're kind of saying, I don't even want to play with this. I don't even want to be near the actual stuff. I can maybe handle the shrapnel
Yeah.
a little.
But anyway, this was this really cool little drone, the DJI Mini. And this was during the time period when my brother was in. And so he and my wife were watching, and I guess they saw an ad for it or a video for it on YT. Well, my wife says, "Oh, that is so cool." It has a little AI built into it where when you fire it up, whatever, you point it at your face and it'll look at your face and AI imaging, whatever you want to call it, facial recognition. That's it. And you can set it in follow mode and it will follow you around.
Wow.
And that is like really cool, in my opinion. I think it's been really, really cool. Well, my wife still hasn't tried it yet. I've tried it out twice over here. And one of the times I kind of landed it inside the chimney. I was going to fly it back out.
Oh, you got it back out?
Yes, I got it back out.
Nice.
But
was that on purpose? You put it in there?
no, it was not on purpose.
Oh, okay.
And but one thing I learned, okay, so this drone does not come with its own remote. The drone itself was freaking like $300, I think. No remote, so you use your phone or your tablet. Well, I'm a gamer at heart. And I'm looking for something in particular, and I'm not seeing it on my desk, but well, this will do. I'm used to gaming with something like this.
Yep.
Which, if I had something like that for the drone, oh, dude, flying would be a breeze. When you're trying to control it on a flat screen that just has a little picture of a joystick, and it's not the same as an actual joystick that you're manipulating with your thumbs. So that's why I wasn't that good at controlling it. And I went on the website, DJI's website, and the remotes for these things are like, I don't know, a couple $100. It's like, no, I'm already strapped. I've run out of weapons to sell. Getting ready to start selling clothing on Poshmark and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I can't do that. But now, for what I was talking about, the commercialized stuff, yeah, those are much larger drones because my wife's is about that big, man. Not much bigger than your hand. In fact, you can land it in your hand. But the commercial ones, the controller is like a video game controller, but maybe 2 or 3 times the size. And yeah, you can manipulate. You have joysticks to manipulate, and you can work them. And yeah, it's a whole lot easier, in my opinion, because it'd be just like video gaming. You know, you're looking at your screen and you're like, okay, I want to go there. For those of you who are gamers out there, if you're not a gamer, I guess you wouldn't understand. But yeah.
Something I'd be interested to know, though, and we'll get into this, is the real pro. We don't have to go in. The pro drone pilots, do they do it with a headset or do they do it with just a monitor?
I honestly don't know, man.
I would just think a headset would be so much more interactive and adaptive, and you would just feel the space around you better. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far along in my research. I don't know why you would need a headset, because it's not like you're filling out flight plans and you're talking to a tower, anything like that. You know, like planes do, or planes and helicopters. But I don't know. But that's one of the possibilities I'm looking at. And like I said, I'm looking into a more professionalized career of content creation and live streaming. And right now, live streaming seems to be what's the most lucrative. And I don't just mean our once a week thing. I'm talking about going on a particular app on TT. You got to go live pretty much every day, steady. You know, like everybody that I've spoken to says you have to go live every day for a month straight. And they're also telling me that you need to set up a particular time that you go live a consistent time. And, anything having to do with social media, consistency is the key. And I have not been able to maintain consistency, and that's my own fault. I'll admit it, but that's about to change.
It's a
And
relationship when it's done well with the content creator, and it's a relationship, and you understand that the people like look forward to seeing your content, right? And it's part of their routine. And Tuesday night, someday, that those million people that love watching our show, that they're gonna expect us. And just because I have a headache, or I've been out fighting crime all day, or flying across, who knows, the country from LA to New York, it doesn't matter. We're still gonna do the show because our fans need it. Our million and millions of fans.
yes, now, Ellie, I did not hear about our great gaming lord Gabe Newlett versus the Rothschilds and Val one. I have not heard. Enlighten us, please. I'm curious to know.
Did you see
And
Ready Player One?
actually, I didn't.
Did not. Oh
I
man.
did not. It's been a while since I've seen a recent movie. And well, on TT, I've got a friend on there who sells these boxes. Cut the cord, do away with cable. He sells these. I don't know what you call them. It's kind of in a nutshell. I call them an Android box because I've got an old one on here that has not been programmed, but these are programmed, fully legal. Over 40,000 movies. I
What?
think yeah, like 6,000 live channels, all your streaming services, everything. And
Nah. Wow.
I'm gonna be selling some for him. And if you mention my name when you order, you'll get. I have to spell it out because on TT we're not allowed to say it, but it's FREE shipping and a discounted price. Uh, he one of his accounts is Barkley the Goat, but that's not really his name. And I think his main account is Elite TV or Elite Home TV. I'm gonna have to, well, I can't look it up because if I go in, I'm going to mess up everything. But if anybody is interested, let me know. I will put you in contact. I'm working on obtaining one myself because that would, yeah, it's a chunk up front, but all the money that I spend on streaming services.
So is the HDMI? It just goes HDMI into a smart TV or into a TV.
Yes. Yes.
Have you ever seen? Have you got? One of my favorite things is like Next Edge Tech. That's not even available. For a while, and I'm probably behind it, but they had the little projectors that were like they would do like they were little TVs. Like they would project a pretty good size onto a wall, but it was a TV. Have you seen those? Have you? I don't know. I think probably a picture wouldn't be that great. It would be the problem with them.
Well, the more expensive the projector, the better the picture is. Okay, Ellie is sharing with us the information. It was a parent troll case. The Rothschilds usually would hide behind dummy companies and screw companies. This was a major win for the gaming community that Valve won. A patent troll. Okay. Okay. So it was a patent on a game, I guess. Gotcha.
Oh.
Okay. But yeah, man, I've seen the on that site that over there across on the other side of the pond or the other side of the other side in the Far East, that really low price discount company, they sell these little projector box thingies that you can put your phone in and project it on the wall or something. But I doubt that the picture is very clear.
It's always tempting though. They look so good in advertisements.
Yeah, they do. But these boxes that Barkley's selling, though, it will pay for itself depending on how much you're spending per month. on your streaming services, it will pay for itself in no time at all. And also, I'm familiar with, like I said, I'm familiar with the concept because I have, granted, it's not mine, it's for my best friend Shane, but I have a box here that needs to be programmed. It hasn't been programmed yet. And I'm supposed to hook it up and program it and all that stuff. And hello, Starlet Pets. That's on the other app, Pet Astrology. Interesting. And what's really interesting about the pet astrology is a reading was given on my good friend JW's live stream the other night about his service slash support animal that was dead on.
Like they knew a lot about the animal.
Yes. And, all they've ever seen was the animal on TV.
I believe in that stuff, don't you? I mean, it's like tapping
some of
into
it I do,
we
and
just
some of it
don't
I
get.
don't.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad says you could purchase excavators on that site you speak of. No, I'm talking about the other one. I'm talking about the one that starts with the letter T. It's a 4-letter site because I know which site you're talking about. You can buy a Lamborghini on it for like $3,000. And yeah, I'm not touching those. But anyway, yeah. But like I said, I'm familiar with the boxes. It's just he told me that he doesn't do any of the tech stuff. That that he buys them. They come fully loaded, and they come with a 1-year warranty. And yeah, I know people who have these boxes, and they say like if name a movie that's currently in theater.
Dracula.
Okay, then that movie, odds are, is you can watch it on that box. I don't know how it's through, it's through some type of streaming service because I have seen this. I've dabbled in that with what you call it.
I always felt guilty. Yeah, like back in the days of Napster, and then they had the MP4s. You could do the videos, right? And you could put them on DVDs, but it was like never the same. I felt guilty. Like there was like an off feel every time I would take content back before I even and watch like a movie. And plus, you could never fit a whole movie on a DVD, so it was stupid, anyways. And it wasn't in the movie theater. It was just. I'd rather pay go matinee if money's an issue. Go $7 or whatever. That's what.
Now, did you buy the DVDs?
No, my buddy would make them. He was into just kind of like it was the thrill when we could do that. You know what I mean? Like we couldn't touch movies. The only way you could see it was to go to the theater, and then we had VHS or beta, and then but that was it. Home theater was something that happened in my lifetime.
Yeah. Well, I can remember friends, don't remember who, but I can remember friends buying these not necessarily legal copies of just in the theater, just out movies, and like some of them, you can hear people eating popcorn. It's like, okay, so somebody sat in a freaking theater with a camera some kind of way, and it's like, no, man,
this is dirty. Yes. Yeah, I can't do it. Give me a clean. I'll just go see it at the movies.
Yeah. And truth be told, unless it's a franchise that I'm just in love with, most movies aren't movies that I really want to go see, unless it's a franchise that I love.
I just actually kind of got bored the first time I saw I guess I wasn't in the mood for it, but Avatar, second time through, loved it. I want to see the next one, but my mom won't watch them because they're popular. So that's one I would see that's out there right now. But we have an IMAX nearby. That'd be kind of cool one to see like that.
Definitely. Now, Ellie's saying that she was a Moo addict when it first came out. I'm okay. I'm a little embarrassed to say that I'm I'm not an addict. Okay, let me say that.
What are you talking about? A moo addict? What do you mean?
We're talking about the moo that that we purchase these cheap products. I told you about the four-letter word.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Ellie says she's a moo addict and was a moo addict. I'm not going to say that I'm not. I'm not an addict, but I do order a few things from them because honestly, there are certain things on there that really it's the same thing as brand X over here as it is on the moo. It's the same product, just a different label and a way different price.
What about shit? I've never bought anything off there once. Never once. What? Is it a lot of things from TikTok on Temu? Or you're not supposed to say it? I don't know.
Probably not supposed to say it, but you said it anyway. It's already the cat's out the bag. But
Whoops.
anyway,
And we're usually good for that, guys. Keep me on the show. I'm the guy. I'm gonna do the thing you're not supposed to, probably.
uh actually no. TT Shop actually I think has better products.
Okay.
And
little more
the
discretion.
stuff, yeah, the stuff I see on the moo, for instance, my wife loves these little it looks like a mini shower cap. It's a plastic wrap, elasticized, stretchy, that you put over a bowl. You don't need lids for your bowl. You put it.
Oh, man, or if you lose the cream cheese cap, or something, are endless possibilities with those things. Yeah, I'm familiar with shower caps.
Yes, love them, love them, love them. Hey, what's up, Shade? So glad you join us tonight. IMAX me. The movie was specific. I've never actually been to an IMAX, unfortunately.
I remember being introduced to like museums and like little like flight simulator stuff that it was pretty cool back then. And you got to see the right movie in the IMAX. And I'd be honest, it's probably been 5 years since I've seen one in there.
Yeah, well, I've never. I did an IMAX type ride over in Las Vegas when I went on vacation back in 2000. Wow, over 25 years ago. And it was just a ride, and it was fun and cool and everything because it was like this roller coaster with things flying at you and stuff. But I've never actually seen a movie. And I think our closest IMAX theater is like, I don't know, an hour or two away from here. Not really sure.
Mine was like at the Smithsonian or something, like in DC. It was a big deal when we first went, but we do have one closer now.
Dude, don't talk about DC, man, because I didn't get to go to the Smithsonian when I was up there. I wanted to hit the Smithsonian as well as the Library of Congress.
I haven't been there since I was my son's age, and he's 16, so don't worry. We're doing all right. It's been a long time.
Was he the one driving?
Huh? Yeah, he drives. Yeah.
I'm talking about in your video.
Yeah, the guy driving in my video. That's my kid. Yeah.
Okay, folks, it's in the description. Follow Steve if you want to see him every morning when you open up IG. IG, I guess it's the algorithm for them. When you open up IG, I see if it's a new video. I see it. Today, I saw yesterday's video because I didn't see yesterday. I don't know if you have a video you posted today, but
I did. Don't worry.
I saw about his son driving, and yeah,
he. I'm super nice. I am like gracious and not stressed out, not controlling at all to anyone or anything ever, and not to him. And he was just overreacting.
Yeah. Now,
I can be a little controlling.
I wanted to talk about right quick. I was going to mention it earlier. One of the topics that I wanted to discuss tonight, and it's about over on TT. I have made some friends there, and I'm uh, a horrible engager because I can go for I don't know days at a time without even opening the app, without opening any social media because I just get that way. And is your IG profile the same? Or you haven't? I barely go there anymore, but I never unfollowed you.
It's the same profile. It's just not the mayor's beard journey. It's just Steve Wamba now. Same one though. So you probably still have me.
And the link is in our description. But anyway, the people that I've been meeting on TT are just wonderful people. And it seems like in the last, I don't know, probably a few days, possibly even that soon, that I've shifted paradigms and I'm in an alternate reality, but a better reality because everything is more positive now. And I know I used to hate a lot of social media because everybody's just so vicious and I'm not seeing that anymore. And I realized last night I'm watching a live stream. Simply, it's a friend, but I'm watching a live stream of a friend who's just videoing her cats. Her cats are playing and stuff like that. And I'm like, wasn't that long ago, I'd have been like, why the hell am I watching this? And it's like, now it's like, I'm watching this because, first of all, it's kind of fun. Second of all, this is a friend, and this is not just a friend. This is a friend who comes watch my live stream. And it's like, I feel like I'm evolving as a human. I'm becoming a more, I don't want to say a fully rounded person because I'm actually losing a few pounds. I'm not as rounded as I used to be.
Good for you.
But I'm really digging the vibes from the people that I'm starting to surround myself with. Granted, I'm surrounding myself with people online because nobody lives near me. Well, a lot of people live, but they're all assholes. But not kidding. The people online are really cool though. People around me are no, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's been a very unique experience, as well as not just unique but also very touching, the engagement. And I'm meeting actual genuine people, and for so many years, so long, so big of my life, everybody was so fake, including myself. And it's nice to be actually meeting new people that are real people, that what you see is what you get. And yeah, I'm digging it, man. I'm really digging it.
It's good. Would you say on that platform, people are like get a little weirder? Like it's just the way it is, and you get to really know who people are more because there's so much content over there that you can get really down rabbit holes and into just types, right? It has to be true to some extent.
Well, you're correct because of the algorithms, because I'm not going to mention names or anything, but I know somebody personally who was being fed a lot of disinformation and or misinformation. And it's all because of, if you look for one thing, all of these social media outlets have algorithms. And if you want to look on how to pick your nose in public, that's all you're going to freaking see is videos on how to pick your nose in public. And you're not going to see much else. And that's what this person was doing.
I want to say right now that if you have so many boogers that you are searching how to pick your nose up in public because you're concerned that you have to pick it so much, you should see your doctor about the the number of boogers you're having. I'm not saying you don't look up the videos, but that's too many. If you happen to look up videos, too many
It was
boogers.
just
by
it was
far.
just a facetious example, but you know, you're gonna find whatever you look for. If you look hard enough, you're gonna find it. And after a very,
Bigger
very
boogers.
short time, that's all you're gonna find. That's all you're gonna see is that stuff. And you know, it will take a toll on your psyche. It will if you're especially if you're going after negative content. And there's a lot of negative content no matter where you go. And, you know, don't look for it. You won't see it. And you won't have it constantly feeding. And you're not constantly feeding the algorithm. It's not constantly feeding you back with that stuff. And it's, man, it can just wear you out and just make life miserable because you know suddenly you go from this happy-go-lucky person to you're down in the dumps all the time because oh well you know this is happening, that's happening, this is happening, and
What about content's powerful more than just directly. Have you ever thought about the impact that what you choose to consume, how it affects your spouse or your kids, and because not just both in the standpoint of one, how you treat them and how it impacts like just who you're around, but two, their awareness of your content and maybe your content is something you aren't, and how those things like that's deep. Like everybody in this world has a direct line into all the things their spouse isn't. And that's dangerous if you ask me. Or what if you were a person and like everybody didn't like you because like it just like it can play both ways is all I'm saying. If let's say that people like your content but the people that they're friends with don't, and they don't like them because they like your content, it's very personal when you get down to it. What we enjoy is what we enjoy. What we want to watch with our time, our little bit of free time, it's ours.
yeah
But other people have opinions on what we do with it. It can be you have to be very careful.
yeah and you know it's almost like bringing your work home. You know how you hear about that, it's a problem with many married couples because one spouse will bring work home and if work is a toxic environment, they're bringing that toxicity home and they're just deflecting all of the negativity that they've taken in all day and they're spewing it back out at their spouse. And the same thing applies to what we watch on the computer or on our phone, garbage in, garbage out.
I think sometimes people bring homework because they don't like what's at home, and in the first place, it all feeds in and leads. I don't think there's ever one true reason for why we do, but like the power of the content that the people you love consume and what they're interested in. I mean, I'd wager that there isn't one relationship out there that somebody's feelings isn't going to get hurt when the other person we're able to know like who they follow or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I believe you just be open and let that hurt happen openly instead of hiding it and making it worse,
Yeah.
But we just are too connected in that standpoint. And that's our feelings just aren't meant for that.
And wow, man, we really scared everybody away.
They all ran away.
Yeah, I guess we shouldn't talk about feelings.
That's all right. Maybe we were meant to talk about it. They can watch on the rerun.
Yeah, feelings, nothing more than feelings. But yeah, circling back around, if you you got to watch what you watch what you listen to, because I could listen to certain genres of music that all they talk about is unaliving people on a mass scale, and chances are, when I finish listening to that music, I'm going to be in a bad mood or I'm going to be in an aggressive mood, and chain reaction, so on and so forth. So be careful what you consume. Used to they say you are what you are, you are what you eat. Well, sometimes you are what you watch.
Yep. I think one thing that helped me was when I was willing, after everything went down, to come back to my parents in a weird way, because it was like a safe place from all those things you just talked about, all the, not like music or whatever, but people and all the things that you do to justify yourself. It was I wasn't being pulled in those directions. It was, you got to get rid of the noise sometimes,
Yeah,
so, so you can like figure out what's going on. And there's so much noise today.
that is the truth, my friend. Noise everywhere. Some of it's noise, some of it's music, some of it's but what's my noise may not necessarily be your noise, but you know what I mean. But yeah, that's how it is sometimes. And Ellie was getting her food. Well,
Too
what you
loud.
eating? And oh, she just said, I've been relearning stoicism and doing shadow work. What is shadow work? Pain is the mirror, and forge we need to grow and evolve. What is shadow work?
I would assume just like maybe getting things done behind the scenes, and realizing, I don't know. That's how I took it.
Or maybe, standing in front of a light and doing stuff and making shadows on the wall. No,
If
I'm
that's what
kidding.
helps, I don't think we can judge, you know.
Far be it for me to judge.
But I would wager at least $10 if I had it. I don't have it on me. That's not what she meant.
Man, something tells me that homemade chicken and broccoli is not what you meant by shadow work.
You ask her too many questions, you know? She's trying to eat, and we're throwing, now she's typing up. She's halfway through responding to the other question, and we're teasing her. So can't win.
Yeah, well, shame on me. I know I'm bad
No,
host,
no, you're
bad
not.
host,
You're not in trouble at all. You didn't do anything wrong.
bad puppy. No treat for you. And man, I think we had an issue with the live stream starting on this other platform, because I see that the timer is different on that platform than the timer on here. It's like 10 minutes behind. And I guess I lost out on some of the audience that we would have had. I don't know why it started late, but I had my shirt on, and I was on a live stream earlier. I was watching a live stream earlier, and somebody spoke about Bucky's, and I was like, what a coincidence. I'm wearing a Bucky's t-shirt. And I thought there was at least one or two people I was going to join in just to see my shirt, but they may have been sitting there waiting for it. And like I said, this looks like it's, well, hell, it looks like it's the timer's 10 minutes behind. Well, I don't know if that's the timer of it or if that's just how long this account has been watching it. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll go take a look after we get done, and maybe I just logged in 10 minutes late because it wasn't showing up on my end as being live. I'll log in afterwards. Although actually, that's the thing about this particular platform. You can watch your live streams, but you don't see the comments. Or if there's a setting to do that, I haven't figured that out yet. I'm still learning so much. So much. Oh, Ellie's got a comment. Look up Carl Jung sometimes. Shadow work involve integration of the shadow or negative self within yourself and evolving yourself. Interesting. Well, that sounds like all intellectual and stuff. And I occasionally do intellectual things. I mean, hey, look who I've got for my co-host now. That's proof positive that I decided to get intellectual.
Oh, don't be fooled by that. You should see, you know, they don't think I'm that smart at work. I'll tell you that much.
They just don't know you well enough. That's all.
That might be a little bit.
Plus, they're jealous of your hair.
A bit.
Yep. That's hell, I'm jealous because, you know, but
we are who we
reason
are. It's just
the reason I started that is because I got tired of waiting to get a decent haircut. I had hair down to the middle of my back, past the middle of my back, and I cut it and donated it and started doing the short hair thing. And I couldn't get a decent haircut. Well, I couldn't get a haircut. I was very, very particular about who I let cut my hair. And my best friend's wife would cut it for me. And they live in my little hometown of Washington. And we were living down here in Lafayette, about a 35-minute drive. But we didn't have a vehicle. So not like we could just hop in a car and ride up there. And of course, I don't drive anymore. So I got tired of waiting for her to come cut my hair. So I just took it all off, and my wife liked the shaved look, and hence the look became mine. Yes, that perfect swoop like Johnny Bravo. Yes, definitely. He does. And if you saw the intro video, you see him styling it.
I don't know. It's weird to do that, but I feel better when my hair is done that way. You know what I mean? Like, you have the way you like to look, and once you get to the way you like to look, then you start to feel good that way. That's how it all happened, and then like it was just a cycle. And one thing that happened today at work that didn't make me feel good about my appearance was I didn't have my driver's license. I have a problem with that. I actually been warned about. I thought if I had the number memorized, it was good enough. It's not, says the officer. But it was anyways. I didn't have it today, and we have to do this verification thing. And so I had a really old license in my Jeep, just I don't know why. And they laughed at me and they said, "That's not you, and you can't ever ever shave your beard."
I don't understand how you can be without your license. I guess
I
you
know
don't.
it's a mess. I'm sorry.
I guess you don't carry
the
a
worst
wallet.
thing. You know what else happened? A store that I went to called and said I left my I left my insurance card there. Like, you know, like they like it's just like it's not really. It's like a printout one. It's like fake. There's no real insurance cards anymore. But
Yeah,
it fell out of my little wallet, and I only have like this little wallet with 4 cards, and I still messed up.
and obviously your license isn't one of them.
I know, no. Well, that one was that's at the table at the door where I'm supposed to take it out, but I forgot today.
Put it in your wallet, buddy.
You know what it
either
is? It's
that-
probably a little bit like thinking about content and things like that more, and it sticks to my phone. I have no excuse. It's actually a handle on my phone is my wallet. Like, there's no reason.
Well, I don't know if you guys have it up there in Michigan, but down here in Louisiana, it's called LA Wallet. And it is electronic copies of your driver's license or ID. In my case, that's on my phone. And it's accepted here in Louisiana now, as well as electronic proof of insurance.
But not just the number.
Not just the number, no.
Okay.
So you may want to check into that. I don't know if Michigan does that, because it's not every state does that. And so far, Apple Wallet is Louisiana's not included in Apple Wallet, but yet working on it. But yeah, everything's going to electronic for the most part, and in some instances it's good. In other instances, it's not so good. And it just all depends on where you fall, which side of the equation you fall on, or whatnot.
I just feel like if you can get on a plane with paperless on a plane, you should be able to have a piece of paper to get Well, but you do have to have your license. Never mind.
And on that note,
Whoops.
yeah, we're gonna thank everybody for joining us tonight. As
Yeah, that's me, guys.
as Steve goes to find his license because they're knocking at the door and want to see ID.
No, it's right up there. We're fine.
Well, anyway, we have exceeded our allotted time capacity because you're an hour ahead of me, are you not?
Yeah, it's like 10:06.
Yeah. So I'm seriously considering moving up our time. Don't know yet, but yeah, got to do the check before you go anywhere, anytime. Phone, wallet, keys, backup wallet, backup keys, backup phone.
Hairbrush,
Beard comb,
beard
beard
brush.
brush. Yeah, extra beard oil. Yeah, that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, we may discuss moving the time up a little bit because
That's fine.
it makes the night late. You know, I have to get my beauty sleep.
You got it.
And yeah, I don't know. I probably can't sleep enough, but darn folks from the future. Yeah, that's right. Folks from the future.
but
He's 2 hours ahead of Ellie, and I'm 1 hour ahead of her. And then when I call my brother over in Malaysia, he is 12 to 14 hours ahead of me. So he's really calling from the future. But anyway,
that's true.
Anyway, want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Once again, this has been the Weekly Growl and my co-host Steve. And Steve, any final words?
I don't know. Have a great week. See you guys. That's it.
All right. All right.
And you have to have your license. You have to, not just the number.
Yeah. Keep your ID on you. And remember, be kind. Everyone's fighting their own battle. And they may never say a word, but a kind word, a smile, a hello, a how you doing, it could mean the world to somebody. It could mean the difference between life and not life. So until next time, as Ellie has so eloquently stated, farewell and adieu. And oh yeah, don't forget that it's not a trend, it's a lifestyle.